Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to another Wednesday evening to What's Next podcast for women. How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome, everybody. Do me a favor. Grab your favorite evening beverage. Yeah, you see, I got another mag. Grab your favorite evening beverage. Already have my snack. Grab your pen and paper. Grab your girlfriend or girlfriends. Let's sit down and let's do what we always do every Wednesday. We sit down here, we talk about our what's next, and we talk about the ways we can conquer our what ifs and I can't. But first and foremost, I want to welcome all of you to What's Next podcast for women. You know how we do it. We sit here every Wednesday and we do it so that we can go take ourselves to the next level, take ourselves to our what's next. May that what's next be a move up the corporate ladder. May that what's next be that you are wanting to be an entrepreneur and doing your love passion, as I call it, or you want to go out here and do a side hustle. So I want to again welcome you all to What's Next podcast. Hello, Tekka. Thank you for joining What's Next podcast. But before I go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Pamela Stone, and I am the host of What's Next podcast for women. I get so many times asked, why did I create What's Next podcast for women? And I have to be honest with you. I had a kind of like a little breakdown at my job. I was sitting at a corporate desk, and I was looking around like it really hit me hard. Like, this is it. I'm making someone else rich off of my skills and my knowledge, but I don't have anything else. And what am I going to do, or where am I going to go from here? And I literally could not figure it out. And I don't know about you, but me, it created a huge anxiety where I broke down at my desk. To take it a step further, I went and asked several women around me, well, what is their what's next? Or what are they planning on doing? Or have they even thought about it? And I have to say 80 to 85% of them were like, well, I don't know. Or they talked about, well, if I had more money, I would do this. Or if I had time. And I just got a lot of what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. And then I also had a lot of, I can't do this. How are you even doing it? I don't understand how you're doing it. That literally right there stopped me in my tracks. And I had to think about, okay, I want to change the perception on we can do it regardless of the obstacles that we face, which are the what ifs and I can'ts, to let's figure it out so we can go after our what's next. And so I did ask a couple of ladies if someone could give you whatever you're missing to help you get to your what's next. What did you want to do? And a couple of them are like, well, I want to be bakers. I want to be my own business owner. I would love to do my love passion, which one woman wanted to make her own jewelry. So with that being said, I went out, first worked on me, and then I created the podcast here, What's Next podcast for women, because I want you to know that you can conquer your what ifs and I can't. You just have to create a strong bond with yourself. Then you create a strong tribe, or as we're now calling it, huddle, so that you can lean on. And once you do that, you've got it. So that's why What's Next podcast has been created. It is created, and we come on here every Wednesday live. We come on and you drop it in the feed. Have any questions? If you want to talk, you can join me. But whatever it is, it's all about us making us better than what we are or were to get to the next level on whatever it may be. What we also do here is we also do Win Wednesday. I don't know how you feel, but I love to be celebrated, and I love to celebrate you. So what perfect way to celebrate you is tell me your win. What is your win for this week? And a win is a goal that you have set for the week, and either you worked on it and it's complete, you created it, but you haven't started yet, or you fell short because you don't know where even to start, or don't even know how to even to start the process. That's still a win. So I would love to hear what your win is this week. Drop it in the feed below. I love cheering you out. I definitely will tell you what my win is for this week. And then this week, this first half of the show is sponsored by At the Table. At the Table is a nonprofit organization here in Columbus, Ohio. They are having a woman empowerment luncheon in July. And the way that it's working is we're celebrating women who has gone through or is going through cancer of all types. And we celebrating them by them being models in the show where they're doing a fashion show of clothes. The clothes are created by local designers here in Columbus, Ohio. If this is something that you would like to be part of, drop it in the feed, or I'll even drop it in the feed on how you can become part of this amazing event. We're going to have the event this year live, as well as we're going to have it virtual. So I'm super excited about that. Then another opportunity that has came out of the At the Table and Woman Empowerment Luncheon is you can be a vendor. Have you thought now it'd be a perfect time? We're starting to come out of COVID a little bit, and you'll get to be able put your product or your services in front of women, such as myself and many more. If that is something you would like to do, drop it in the feed below, and I will definitely connect you on how you can become part of this amazing event. Okay, I think that's it for now. So those of you who are following me, I see you out there. I would love to hear what your win for this week. And if you're having an evening beverage, what's your beverage you're drinking? Tell me. I don't want to do this all by myself. And anyways, tonight's show is going to be a little short, but I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm super excited. So first and foremost, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Minding your business with customer service. Minding your business in the boardroom or from the boardroom with your customer service skills. I did this for several reasons. We as business owners, or those who want to be business owners, need to think of ways of stepping up your customer service skills. Have you ever noticed when you go to Walt Disney World, they give you that customer service experience that is one that you will not forget? And so that is what that's what I want to create for you, is that customer service experience, that one that you will not forget. Look, I'm trying to find my phone so I can keep it in here with me. And then I want you to create that experience that people won't forget. I am all about the customer service. And that is why I wanted to create this huddle where you can come in and you can talk about anything and everything. We have talked about how to mind your business with the mindset. We did that a couple weeks ago, and I feel it's so important that we continue on this journey for right now on how we mind our business from the boardroom. May it be the mindset, our customer service. There's going to be some other topics we're going to talk about, the critical thinking. It's just so many more other topics we will talk about. But these are so we as business owners that are in the boardroom or have been in the boardroom or now are out of the boardroom know how to handle our business. Because if that's your what's next, we need to help you get prepared. Now, I do have a gift for you. If you would like the gift, drop it in the feed and give me your email, and I'll send you that amazing free gift. But I want to talk about your customer service skills. Hey, Alisa, what is your customer service rating right now? Between 1 and 4, and you have to be honest. Is 1 is we need a little work. 4 is we're doing good, but we could do better. And everything else is in between. And so drop it in the feed if you are 1 through 4, and I'm going to tell you what mine is in just a minute. But why is it important? Those of us that are working in the boardroom, from the boardroom, and still working on our business and becoming our own CEO, need to be focused on what is important on bringing customers and clients back to you. So what is your customer service experience skill? Is it a 1, meaning you need some work, it's okay, but it needs some work, to 4, you're doing good, but you could do better? And I would have to say for me, mine is, I'm going to say a 3. And I feel it is a 3 because I want to do better. And how I'm going to do better is be better. And one way I'm going to be better is now I'm creating the experience of not only we have a place, but now I'm going to create the huddle. The huddle is where I'm bringing in women such as myself and millions other women here to What's Next podcast huddle, which is our support on helping you get to your what's next. I tell you all the time, I can't do this by myself. I don't know everything. So I'm bringing in experts that has got my back as we have got your back, which has created the huddle. So that is why I say a 3. Now, how am I doing it? I've created the huddle, which is creating that experience of knowing that you're not out here by yourself. Why is it important? Look, someone 3.5. That's good, Elisa. Why is that important? Because I want you all to know that I am, 1, sincere, genuine, and supportive. Yes, Miss Sherry, got your back. So that's why I want that customer service. I want your customer service experience here in the huddle of What's Next podcast for women to be beyond others. Another way I'm doing it is, well, now I'm starting to create tools for you. So there is I have a free tool for you if you would like to get that free gift. Drop your email down below, and I definitely will get that to you. But I want you to know that I'm here to get your experience to take you to that next level. And how we're going to do that is we're going to start really start digging deep. And here's how we're doing that. Here in this huddle on Wednesdays, What's Next podcast for women, we're working on building your business. We're working on the tribe. Working on the skills. We're working on the skill sets. We're working on bringing women, other powerhouse women, to come and talk about what their experiences or what their obstacles or what ifs and I can'ts they face, but how did they get to working on their what's next. Now, starting tomorrow, yes, mark your calendar, starting Thursday, tomorrow, there is a new segment that has been added, and that is called Talk to Us Thursday. I will be bringing on an amazing another woman beside me, Elisa Hurt. We're going to now work on the emotional and the mental health, because I believe, and I truly believe and honestly believe, if you work on your mental health, if you work on the emotional health of well-being, then that will help you work or conquer your what ifs and I can't. And actually, it builds up the confidence. And that's what we want to do. We want to build up your confidence. We want you to know that one way to do this, not to talk about it here and there, but now we have a place that you can do it. So you want to hear more about how the Talk to You Thursday is going to work, you have to tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. here so you can hear how we're going to do it. We're really super excited about you coming. But I want you all to know the reason why we're doing it is mental health is so important. Not to just have it one day or talk about it here and there, but to more importantly, to talk about it more frequently. And what's the perfect place to do it is here to empower you, all of you women here in the huddle of What's Next podcast, so we can get down to working on the to work on your mental health well-being, as well as your emotional well-being, so we can go out here and work on your what's next. And that's what we're doing. So that's so super exciting. I just had to come on here. Really, that's why another reason why I wanted to come on here. So you guys can mark your calendar, bring all your friends, family, and everything tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I know Elisa said, yes, so excited. Bring them all on here so you guys can join us. And guess what? Bring your favorite evening beverage and sit back and just talk. Let's talk about our emotional well-being as well as our mental health. It's important, and we need to start working on it now. And what perfect place to do it is here. I have a huddle, I have a platform, and we got your back. So know that you can come here to take care of you and talk about it. And note this, that it is just the housekeeping rules is just as it is here as it is over there. We do not talk about anybody's well-being outside of these walls. If we find out there's any ridicule, disrespect, you will be banned from joining both broadcasts, and you cannot be part of our huddle. And this is important because we as women need the support. We need to understand that we can grow and we can cry and we can hug and we can go arm in arm together without any worries about being judged, talk about, ridiculed. So note that as that rule stands here, that rule will stand there tomorrow, and we will definitely talk about that. But yes, we're super excited. So I'm excited. That's my emotional wellness. But I wanted to talk about, let's get back to the topic at hand, minding your business from the boardroom with the customer service experience. And I felt that this is a perfect time for us to talk about it because, again, as I said, I am bringing the huddle piece more to the What's Next podcast. And the huddle is all about, actually, it's a book written by Brooke Baldwin, and she was a CNN news reporter, and she noticed that women were creating not a group, a huddle, a bond, a support, knowing that they can go arm in arm with women around the world with no judgment and going after or supporting what their beliefs. So that's what we're doing here now at What's Next podcast. We have created this amazing huddle. And one way to do that is with that customer service experience. So I'm not going to be on here long. So grab your pen and paper and let's get together let's get to working on how you can better your customer service experience. 1, know your customers. Know them like you don't know that, like you know them better than they know themselves. Okay? So know your customers and know that what they want is what you want to do better. 2, understand that where they are now with your customer service experience will take it to the next level. So evaluate yourself. 3, be attentive to their needs. Okay. A lot of us, and I did 3, I put this there 3 because I'm going to speak on my own experience and what I had done. I honestly did what I felt that a woman, someone outside of my circle wanted, when I realized that's not what they want. Because I was paying attention to me, not them. So be attentive to what their needs and wants. And 4, be as if they have not seen any other client, customer, organization, company as yours. I've heard so many women arguing with other women about the business aspect. I have heard women downgrade women on their business. Ladies, we have got to stop that, because as you may feel that is helping your customer service. Hello, Chanel, your customer service experience between me and you has already depleted. And know this, number 5, know this, that customer service is just not people outside your circle. You, myself, and us together, that's customer service. A lot of people don't understand that the customer service is with interactions between the two of us, friends or family or those others. That's still customer service. Just because you have outside clients, there's still another customer service level. So I say that and I keep pressing on it because we are not understanding customer service as other than clients. We as friends are customer service. We are those in the huddle. We provide customer service with each other. So let's make that experience like no other, right? You do that by being attentive into the individual. Two, know that individual better than they know themselves. Study them. Stop worrying about trying to get that almighty dollar, the hustle, right? Start studying them so much that when they pass by you, you're like, there's my customer right there. Come on now, we can do this. It's so simple. Just take the time, everyone. Time is in. Take the time to know who your client is. Be attentive on them. Create an experience that they will not forget on a good level, right? And know that it's customers, it's just not clients, it's customers are us. So be mindful of who your customers are. Be mindful of how you carry yourself, how you talk to yourself. That is another customer service skill, sorry, another customer service experience. Communication. Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot communicate with each other, we're going to work on that too here, especially on Wednesdays, on how to communicate to your client. Because if you cannot communicate on a level that your client can understand, you've already lost them. And it's important. So I'm loving your message tonight, Pam. So on point and so clear, laser focus. We have to, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start saying gentlemen because we eventually will have men coming to our huddle. But right now, I need for us to understand, to have that amazing, out of the world, out of the water experience, customer service experience. We have started today. And then we're going to start that here in the huddle at What's Next podcast by knowing who your client is. You know them so well that they don't even know themselves. Get to know them. It's like, what is it? You get to, I'm all about feeling, touching it before I buy it. So if you see it, touch it, then you know what you're doing. So be in touch on who your ideal client is, but get to know them so well that when they pass by, you be like, there they go. And you start working on using your extraordinary customer service experience. Two, be so attentive on their needs and understanding them. I know it gets tiresome. I understand that. Trust me, those of us that are still working from the boardroom, it gets tiresome. But you still have to be on your A game and be attentive and in tune to your clients and listen to how your clients exactly. Oh my goodness. And you have to, yes, and listen. And funny, the reason why I laugh at that, there's two different kinds of listen. You can listen or you can listen. And I'm starting to really listen from the Conversation Lounge with Tekka. She teaches you how to be intuitive and in tune with an individual. You don't get to speak for them. You have to listen to them. You have to really pay attention to what they're saying. And you can't even interject what you want to say. We as women are really good at trying to interject on what we think they're thinking, but you can't do that. That was really hard for me at first because I really couldn't interject on what I felt the individual was telling me. I had to just sit there and listen and really be in tune into what they were saying. That's why I said you have to be in tune, pay attention. And that extraordinary customer service experience is that paying attention, pay attention to the body language, which that had taught me I knew how to read people's body language, but that being in the conversation lounge has taught me to really read their body language, pay attention. Like, when someone's shoulders are up here, but as soon as they start talking to you, they drop down here, something happened. That's what that has taught me. So if that is something you want to learn, how to be a listener, Tekka, drop it in the feed on how they can get connected to the conversation lounge, because it teaches you. That is such a important piece of how to create this amazing, extraordinary customer service experience. That's the way you get into it and tuned into your clients. Take the time. Don't rush. I understand. Trust me. Ladies, I understand. Those of us are still working from the boardroom. You're working from the boardroom and then you leave and then you still have more things to tackle besides working on your love passion, your side hustle. But pay attention. Take the time. Do what you need to do, but just take the time for that. And then, as I always say, just step back. You want to give that attention like no other, just like Walt Disney World does. I know we've been there a couple times, and that experience has left you, the experience that they have given you has been like no other. So create that experience. If you don't know how to create that experience, or if you want to know how to step up to create that type of experience, drop it in the feed, and I definitely will do that help you out, because I want this year to be like no other year, and I mean on a good way. So we want you to become that amazing, intuitive listener, and what way to do it is join us with the Conversation Lounge with Tekka. So Tekka, if you're out here, if you're still out here with us, drop it in the feed on how they can join the Conversation Lounge. And while we're doing this, and while we wait for her to do that, let me also, while there's a lot of you out here, you guys are doing interaction. I love this. What is your guys' win for this week? Come on, I know you have it, and I do too. I'm excited about my win. If you just now tuning in, I'll get to tell you what my win is in a minute. But what is your win? Drop it in the feed so we can celebrate you. I love celebrating you. I love, love, love celebrating you as always. And then, I want to celebrate you. Thank you, Miss Tekka. I appreciate you, girl. And so with that being said, oh my goodness, time is going by fast. So I dropped some nuggets on how you can have that extraordinary customer service, providing that extraordinary customer service experience. And that's one, being intuitive. And one way you be intuitive and in tune to your clients is being a listener. And I'm glad Tekka dropped that in here. A listener is not a listener, a listener. Like I said, when I joined her Conversation Lounge, I felt that I was a good listener, but this has made me more in tune pay attention to the individual's body language, listening to them, give them my 1,000% attention. And me being, and she did talk about this, me being a coach, I'm always thinking I know what they want or what they're thinking, but then it's not it. And I'm always interjecting my words of what I'm thinking they're thinking. And so that Conversation Lounge has taught me to step back and not to do that. So to be that intuitive listener and to be that connector is one. Two, get to know their client, like know them like they don't know themselves. You know them better than anybody else. So get to know them, talk to the individual. I'm going to be honest. I was doing totally the opposite. I was just like, oh, I know what they want. I know what the women want. I know what they're missing. And I was missing the mark. I missed the mark. And that that was actually selfish of me, but I paid attention and I knew. So I now ask them what they want. Talk to them. That's why I'm always asking you guys, what else can I do for you to help you get to your what's next? So I would love to hear, I'm always talking about, okay, what topics do you want to talk about? Or what topics you want to hear about. So I'm all about that. Again, this huddle, as we're calling it now, because a huddle means more to me closeness, a bond, knowing that I got your back no matter what, no judgment. And so What's Next podcast has started creating those types of relationships, creating that here in What's Next podcast, or as Miss Sherry has said, know that we got your back no matter what. And there will be no judgments allowed, right? And so here's how you join us at the Conversation Lounge. I will definitely put it in the feed on the Conversation Lounge, but it teaches you how to be an amazing listener and how to be so in tune and intuitive into your clients' needs, wants, desires, hurts, pains, that it can take you to that next level. And that's what we're creating here. And yes, the 18th. That's what we're creating here in the huddle of What's Next podcast. Being that intuitive, amazing listener, being in tune to you so I can help you get to your what's next. And I do that by creating this extraordinary customer service experience. And I now don't speak for you, I speak with you. And so I hope these tips has helped you so you can become that extraordinary, or provide that extraordinary customer service experience that your customers will be like, no, they'll be wowed on what you're doing. And like, okay, I'm going back to her. I know she's got my back. Creating that huddle has taught her how to be connected to me. And as I said before, and I'm going to leave it here, when that client walks by you, you see her by, you're like, that's my client. And you start creating that conversation with them. So I hope these tips helps you. I hope you wrote them down. I hope they help you understand what an extraordinary customer service experience is. It's all about being intuitive and in tune to the individual and knowing that individual better than they know themselves, and doing that by being that amazing listener, not listener, but listener. So absolutely. So with that being said, everybody, I am going to, what we do here is we have come to the point of, I'm always asking my guests their books for the what are they reading, which you already know. Then you will also, you're going to hear my what's next. This is really why I came on. I was only going to, I thought, okay, I'm going to just be here for a few minutes. Of course, I didn't. But I want to come on here to tell you the exciting news. If those of you who have just joined us, so you'll get to hear my what's next. I'm excited. But until then, I want to hear you guys' win for the week. And I have some wins here. Chanel has said my win is to gain 10 more clients this week. So Chanel, I'm going to hold you to the challenge. Have you started it? How many clients have you gotten so far? I want to hear that. How many clients have you gotten so far? Elisa's win is, look, I was trying to hold this. My win is that I will be co-hosting with Powerhouse Pamela. Oh, thank you. Powerhouse with Pamela Stone. I'm not a powerhouse. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, truthfully. Talk to us Thursday. We will be having conversations about something I'm passionate about and how it's vital to declutter and evaluate and elevate to your what's next. You guys, tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. here, but you have us both now. I'm going to have to go ahead and just spill the beans. My win for the week is Elisa and I are partner up together, and we're going to be co-hosts, co-host to co-host, and we have partnered, and we're going to do this amazing show, what is Talk to Us Thursday, where we're going to start talking about the emotional and the mental, our mental health. We need this, ladies and gentlemen. We need to create this place where we can come in, we can talk about our mental health and our well-being, emotional well-being, because studies have shown those two items, or I don't say items, those two have stopped people or individuals from going after the what's next. When your mental health isn't where it should be, or your emotional well-being is not where it should be, then so much more comes behind it. Your health deteriorates, your confidence level goes down, and you won't go after what your gifts, your what's next. So we want to help you conquer that and go after whatever you want to go after. And what perfect way to do it is to partner up and create a space for you to go after to do. So here, starting tomorrow, you'll get to hear how it's all going to work. You're going to hear how, the day, you're just going to hear it all. But I wanted you all to know that Elisa had this come out. So I'm excited for you. Please come and join us 7 p.m. tomorrow. And all we're going to talk about is the emotional well-being and our mental health. That's it. And I'm going to say this, if you're just now joining us, the rules apply here as it does over there. Whatever goes on there stays there. There's to be no judgment. There to be no ridicule. If any of that is heard outside of us and if found, you will be banned from joining both huddles, because we're here to support each other. We're here to get each other's back. So I just want you to know, but we're super excited. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Tekka says, Chanel, that's what's up. Yeah, right. So we're here as a huddle. We're here to support her, but we need to push her. So let's see. Alicia says that's hot. Thanks, Elisa. Tekka. Chanel says, Tekka, thanks, love. And I had asked her, no, I did gain 10. You have or have not gained 10 clients this week? You did or you didn't? But I would love to, I will tell you this, that you definitely, I'm here to help push you. I'm definitely here to take you to the next level. We, as creating our huddle here, is all about locking our arms together, going after whatever we need to do to get to the what's next and to conquer the what ifs and I can'ts. And a lot of it comes when we're facing the what ifs and I can'ts, it's because of the emotion. Our emotions are all over the place, and we need some place to talk about our emotional health. We need some place to talk about our mental health. And we created that space in that place. And that's Talk to Us Thursday at 7 p.m. So please join us. We're excited about it. Then also, you guys are doing amazing. I love, love, love I've gained 10. Okay. Let's see. Everyone, please repost my work and I'll do the same for you. Okay. She's doing a challenge, everyone. So you guys, help her out. Let's help her gain 10 new clients this week as we all create this extraordinary customer service experience. And what way to do it? We're here to help each other in our huddle. So those of you, Chanel, make sure everyone follow each other. So Chanel is asking for some help. We've heard each other win for this week. And everybody, I have my quote. Miss Sherry has taught me to get my quotes together. So I have a powerful, motivating quote for you. Let's see here. And so tonight's quote. Are you ready? Let's see. No, that's not the one I want. Here it is. Okay, so here is today's quote, and this is by Audra Hepburn. Audra Hepburn is nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. You guys write that down? I'm going to say this one more time. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. So you know you're possible. We're here in the huddle. You have the support to get you to where you got to get to. And so if you're needing more support or if you need an accountability coach, I'm here. Drop it in the feed. Say, Pam, I need accountability. Help with my accountability coach. I need an accountability coach. Real quick before we end. Okay, you guys, I'm always asked, this is the time of the show. Yep, we're all right on time. So it's all, this segment of the show is the book on the bookshelf. And I'm always asking everybody, what book are you reading? And so I want to know, what book are you reading? And let's see, I think Chanel has, the book I'm reading is Don't Forget Your Crown. Oh, that's good. Come on, ladies. Anybody else reading? Listen, everybody. I promise you, I don't personally read a book. I have Audible, and I have brought on here because I want you all to know. I literally have. Can you see this? I have 50 books. 50. And I listen to, yes, mostly all of them. I've listened to mostly all of them. But right now I am listening to, again, because I want to learn, I want to empower What's Next podcast for women by creating that huddle experience. So that's what I'm doing. I'm reading Huddle by, and I'm almost done, by Brooke Baldwin. She was actually a CNN reporter where she was going around the world, and she has noticed that we as women are not creating tribes, but we're creating a huddle. A huddle is more powerful because it comes with no judgment. It comes with support, or as Miss Sherry said earlier, got your back. And they do it all together, no matter what. So that's what we're doing here at What's Next podcast for women. So if anybody out there is reading another book, I would love to hear what book is on your bookshelf, as Chanel has says. Let's see, Lisa says, I'm possible, love it. Absolutely. So everybody, I appreciate you all. I want you to know it's that time of the show. I wanted to let you all know that the second half of the show is sponsored by Audible. Audible is, as you all know, I just showed you, I have 50 titles, 50 titles in my Audible library. But if you're wanting to if you're wanting to test out Audible has, I have a link that you can go check it out for 30 days. I'll drop it in the feed so you can go check out, Audible. But I love Audible because I can listen to Audible in my car. I listen in my office. I really don't listen. And Chanel can tell you, I don't even listen to TV. I don't have it on. So, but if that is something you would like to do, is to broaden your books on the bookshelf, I'll drop it in the feed on how you can do that. I want you all to know I'm super excited for you all. I'm so excited about how What's Next podcast for women, we're creating the huddle experience, one that like no other. Loves you too, girl. Loves you too. Like no other. I want us all to understand that we are here for each other. And the way we're creating this each other empowerment is creating the huddle experience. Know that you, yes, you can be all you want to be by going after your what's next, by conquering the what ifs and I can'ts. And I understand that sometimes it is held back by the emotional and mental well-being. We've created that space. But if no one has not told you today, I want you all to know that I appreciate you all, that you all are amazing, and that you rock. And so note this, if you have not started working on your goal or your goal for this week, start working on it. And if you need help with setting your goal, it's never too late. Until tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow at 7. 7 here at the same place, where we will do Talk to Us Tuesday with Elisa and myself. Know this, that you guys go out here and mask it up, take care of yourself, and go after your what's next. Until then, you guys, you're amazing. Take care and thank you for tuning in. Bye, everybody.